Okay, here we are on the Street Fight. They're not Street Fight. What is this? This is the Super Sport, which, despite the name, is a more tame and friendly bike than the Panigale. Not a super bike, just a normal bike in a pretty style. I think it's about 110 horsepower. Okay, found myself a V2. Definitely a V-twin. And it's quite clunky. Oh, that's the horn, not the indicator thing. Yeah, very vibey. Flipping look at these mirrors. And it's not as tractable a motor, it seems. It's my triple. It's not so happy at low revs and it's very vibey. Oh, it's supposed to have a quick shifter, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely it's going up. What about going down? Yeah. Quick shift is nice, under load, too nice. It does work going down, but I think I'd prefer to use the clutch. It's vibey. It feels committed, which is a good thing. Brakes are alright, but they're not like the V4. Nice sound. Down quick shifters are great. Well, I don't like the position of the indicator switch, and the biting point is in a bit of a weird place. But little things, little things. Quick shifter. Yep. It is quite an extreme riding position, but then it feels comfortable at the same time. It's yeah, it's different to a Ducati V2, for sure. Can't see much out of that mirror. I'll change that. Just basically see my arms in the mirror there. This one is a bit better. It wants to turn, it's very stable, feels good. It's compact, but it's not, I don't feel too perched. Oh, that was neutral. super loud, but it's got the power. It's very refined. It's a little bit vibey, but nothing like a Ducati V2. Quick down, quick shifter's pretty good. It does feel like something that I could get on with all the time. Old legs locking into the tank test seems to be passing. There's various different places you can put your knees, although there seems to be something a little bit sharp there in one place. It's okay, you get, yeah, find somewhere to lock in. That feels good. That feels good. Now this is just too vibey. I don't think I would enjoy this bike generally. Am I into higher gear? $5,000 revs. Right, third gear now. Yeah, that's alright. Concentrate. Locked into the tank well enough, and it turns well. Oh. Messed that up. Quick shift, I don't like it. Feels quite small, I have to say. Definitely feeling perched. That mirror's vibrating a lot on the right. What's the quick shifter like shifting up without much load? It's alright. The screen, the TFT does seem to be a little bit small. It's quite far down as well. You have to take your eyes off the road quite a lot to look at it because you feel quite forward. It's not riding position. It's kind of extreme, but it's not too bad. Although I don't seem to find that much of a slot on the tank for my shape of legs. They're sort of sliding around against a smooth surface, really. Not really locking in. Sort of on tiptoes they are. It feels good. The clock and the temperature gauge are in a very small font on the screen, I have to say. Right. That first to second transition through what seemed to be quite a long neutral might be best done with a clutch, or at least at town speeds. I feel at home on this bike. I'm leant forward for sure. There's been a lot of complaints. People online on YouTube have been saying, oh yeah, but it's what was good about the Speed Triple was that it was comfortable, and this is too uncomfortable, they've gone too far. But I disagree. I think this is exactly what I want. A level of commitment. But it's not... It doesn't feel perched. I still feel sat in something because I can get my knees in the right place in the tank. Don't like slow speed manoeuvres. friendly enough bike. Turning circle as expected is not great. Ooh, I just nearly docked it because my leg was just a bit further back than I thought. So yeah, not so easy to manoeuvre. Whew. Turning circle is not brilliant because it's a sports bike. Clip-ons don't help. There's a bit of vibration in the bars at certain RPMs. It gives me that stuck to the road Daytona feeling. When I tried a Daytona, the seat was too uncomfortable. This one's fine. But the Daytona just had that, I'm leaning over without feeling like I'm falling over. It was very natural to have it on the lean. Feels fantastic. Oh yeah, hell yeah. It's a little bit slower to turn than the Street Triple, I think, or maybe it's just a sense that it doesn't drop into the corner so much. Or it could be the tyre profile. Could just be that it's going faster for a given rate of turning. It feels good. I feel at home immediately. Getting a little bit of twinge in the wrist maybe. Probably because I need to relax a bit more. I'm probably just a bit nervous and tense. Brakes are alright, but I just don't feel that confident. I could get used to it. It's not as easy to ride as a BMW S1000 along. Throttle response is quite good. It picks up without any hesitation. My riding ability that's limiting things right now. Nearly sold it. It's being a V-twin, it's quite different to what I'm used to, but it's not at all as agricultural, as horrible feeling as that Super Sport was. It's quite happy to potter around in minimum revs. Try it at the village speed limit in third now. Let's see. We're doing 2,500 revs. It's a little bit on the low side, but it's not as tricky to handle as a Aprilia Tuono, that's for sure. Effortless. And second, I'm not hanging off. Lovely set of corners, and I did them with much more confidence than I did on my own bike on the start of last season. I got my knickers in a bit of a twist. I wonder if the V2 engine is similar to this, or whether it's somehow tuned differently, different sort of engine. It's still a V-twin, but it's not this engine. Oh, the brakes are pretty good, I have to say. You do need to get the right gear. Oh, I'm in now, second. Pretty vibey bike though. It makes it a little bit difficult to pick the throttle up if you are in the wrong gear. Weapon, and I can see myself getting used to one. Getting warm now under the bottom. These mirrors look terrible, to be fair. Very planted, I have to say it is. Like it's got a heated seat, which is alright in this weather, but in the summer it'd be something else. It's not burning my legs this time, not this one, but it is heating the seat up a lot. Lovely, absolutely gorgeous. Comfort, yeah, after a few hours you're going to feel it. But just when you get to the bends, this position just sets you up to feel confident and not bottle it and run wide or have any other issues. Triumph, you've made a masterpiece here. Don't know what everyone who's saying, oh, they've ruined it, what are they on about? That quick shift is terrible. Either that or I don't really know what I'm doing with it. My back does feel like I'm getting a bit of a workout. my legs are a little bit scrunched. So it's not the super comfort bike that maybe it claims to be. It feels quite small as well. I'm feeling quite perched. It could be for me, this bike. It's got that lightness. I think I could get used to the riding position on this. I do like a bike that gives you confidence and tells you that you need to take things seriously. The riding position on this does that. It says, come on, don't kill yourself, concentrate. The engine, you can just leave it in second pretty much for this sort of riding these sorts of speeds. Glorious with the quick shifter. I'm just starting to get a little bit of induction noise. Effortless, just makes the corners effortless. Lovely, 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 lovely. Lots of confidence to tip it in. This is what I've been looking for. Handle still well then. Side stands easy. That's not like a Ducati. Let's have a look at it. It is a beautiful thing. Oh, my knees do hurt a bit after that. Can I mitigate that with exercise? I need to get better knees for skiing anyway. There's the Öhlins shock at the back. Quick shifter just there. Öhlins at the front. It is a single-sided swinging arm. It's lovely, yeah. Big engine. Next question, white or red? That's how you turn it off. Wonder how that works. Is that a key or is that a... It's not a key. Beautiful machine. That concludes my mashup of first impression vlogs for these three bikes. I think it's clear which one I'm going to be saving up for. What can I say? I just clicked with the Triumph. It was the only bike here that I felt more comfortable with than my current street triple. The Ducati Super Sport was disappointing. It's obviously a budget member of the range built to a price. The engine is simply too vibey and the quick shifter is disappointing. The Panigale V2 from Ducati is a great bike, but it feels like a second bike of a collection. The engine is far superior to the Super Sport, although it does require correct gear selection in the corners. The fit and finish on the mirrors let it down. If I was to buy one, I think I'd look second hand and try to find one with aftermarket mirrors and a tail tidy. The demo bike I rode had to have the tail section tightened before I rode off. The engine vibes had loosened it to the point of falling off. The Triumph Speed Triple 1200 RR's only negative was the crunched knee position. In that respect, it reminded me of my first bike, the mighty Suzuki SV650S. Hardly an extreme bike. I think I could live with the discomfort. It's worth it for the sublime handling and confidence. The rest of the bike oozes class, with all the carbon fibre and top spec suspension and brakes. It's surprising that it doesn't cost more compared to the other flagship European sports bikes. It feels more special and better finished than a BMW S1000 RR, and less compromised for the road than a Panigale V4 or an Aprilia. I'm really interested to hear from you guys if you agree with me, if the Triumph interests you too, or if you think that sports bikes for the road are irrelevant in 2022.
Please comment, it'll make my day. I'd love some likes and new subscribers too. It would be a pleasant reward for the time and effort it takes to make these videos. Until next time, cheers!